clue what to do with myself anymore.
It's like I'm a doggy without a leash that is wandering around in the world, but the twist is that I'm a teenager in an absolutely terrifying rat race. Heck. So, I recently had my unit test. Bomb. My energy was tested, my self esteem was tested, my confidence was tested, as well as my anxiety was also tested. Completely stopped believing in myself and lost a great chunk of confidence. Then, like, oh, stop, wait. I need to change myself. I need to do something with myself because I cannot just sit still and watch myself get self deprived of self confidence, watch myself slowly losing, slowly churning over myself because I can't win in competition. I've been constantly telling myself that it is within me only. The competition is me versus me. But do you know how hard that mindset is? There is no such thing as hard thing. And after unit test, I got it in my brain that the only competition I had was with myself. I'm not going to compete with anybody. I'm going to be my highest version. So, let me teach all of you how to do that because I have been researching and I want all of you to come with me on this journey and hold me freaking accountable. Number one of all glowing tips is having that mindset of excluding 90% and being in the 20 and 10%. Now, let me tell you what that means. 90% of the people procrastinate their whole life. Adults, they're lazy, they're non disciplined, they do not have anything going on with their lives. Then they try like having other things, involving other things in life, and just messing life around in a whole. Adults are like that. If adults can make mistakes, then we as children, not having discipline, not having respect for ourselves, can also be dangerous. 90% are those people who are not willing to work together. You know what that 10% is going on about? Yes, they are not procrastinating. They are not waiting for any opportunity every single day. They're doing something new, they're learning new things, they're failing and failing and failing and failing and still succeeding. They fail 10 times and they succeed one time because they have that mentality. They have that much respect for themselves that they will try it continuously. So, when you know that you cannot handle yourself and you need to be with yourself, that is when you are going towards that 10% mindset. But that 10%, just thinking about that 10% is not going to help you. Because, of course, actions speak louder than words. Now let us move on to my first point of being the 10%. Your guys are going to help me accountable for all of this. Waking up early. It is scientifically proven from 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. our brains are 100% activated. That means whatever energy that we are channeling into our body, what we are consuming at that time is so important. That's why so many of us say wake up at 5 o'clock, study, blah, 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 blah. But we don't understand the importance of it. Old people always tells us good thing, but we have our own hormones, we have our own body. That's why we are willing to make our own excuses and our own decisions. Now let us get back to the topic of waking up early. The first thing you do when you wake up at 5 o'clock at 5:30 is journal. Put down your thoughts. What do you feel about the day? Let me tell you one thing. Joy journal is so incredibly important to figure out what you want in life. You know what you get joy from. You get joy for speaking, you get joy from listening, everything. Note it down. You might find your passion. It was done in the studies of human behavior and human motivation. So that is an extremely good point. When you journal, you write down all the things you're grateful for, all the things that you want to do in this day, what you think the God will give to you, and how much you're grateful. A journal is about healing, about doing shadow work, about being thankful for every little energy. around you. You know how miracles occur? Because we are a part of God ourselves. We have literal stars embedded into ourselves, and we do not believe miracles are not possible. Darling, they are. They are absolutely possible. By knowing that miracles are possible, you're already attracting a miracle towards yourself. We don't chase, we attract. Simone once said that if your garden that is used to attract butterflies, that is used to attract the miracles, is dried up, dead, roses are, nothing is going to help you. Nothing. You need to nourish your garden. You need to nourish your external self as well as internal self. Have this mindset, have the 10% mindset in your brain, and no one will hurt you. Shadow work. As I mentioned before, shadow work is so incredibly important. It is a type of question, it is a series of question which is asked to you and you're forced to answer them. Someone asks them, what are you grateful for? What do you think you will not achieve but you end up achieving? There are many exercises as well. Write your biggest dream inside a jar and throw it into the sea. I did that. I'm manifesting it. Manifestation. Miracles are real. Work on yourself. Work out every single day, because it is about changing your outer experience, gaining weight, losing weight. No. It is about feeling calm and having that vibrant energy inside yourself. That is the real Wala workout. Do yoga, do pranayam, because you have a focus, you have a concentration inside your brain, and you do it every single day. Consistency, because overall consistency is very very important. That delayed perfection, hear that again. Delayed perfection, consistency. Third of all, fourth of all, I mean, study, dude. Listen, I know we live in a world where vocational skills are not that much valued, but study is an vocational skill as well. If you see it as from my point of view, that it is just a test of our attitude, of our courage, and of our discipline. Mostly important, discipline is so important in studying. So I'm going to give you some tips that I learned myself after my unit test. That hurted me, but yes, we are going to work on it. Number one study tip: procrastination. Dude, we all procrastinate so much. When you get home, 4 o'clock, I get home at 4 o'clock. I do not rest. I dress up myself, I get ready, I do my hair, I take out my notebook, and I just sit down and I do all the work. 8 o'clock, 6 o'clock, I do not care how much time I took to complete that task, but I do it. And then after 8 o'clock, 6 o'clock, I am free. I can read books, I can read mangas, comics, I can watch movies. And one way of keeping track of all of these is having a school diary with yourself. Write down the task the minute the teacher gives you and tick it. One of my classmates shared this tip and it really helped me. Write everything down. No one is going to see that. No. And one more thing, to promote yourself to study more is to have many types of responsibilities. Responsibilities as in hobbies. For example, I'm trying to train my left hand to write, so I do not need to do all the tedious works while unit test and writing from my right hand. I'm training my left hand. I'm training myself to write good grammar. I'm training myself to plot stories, to plot things. So I can just enjoy myself and take this as an credit or take this as a sweet little candy prize. Listen, it is so good to award yourself after every little thing. So start awarding yourself. when we do not award ourselves and we constantly put on pressure on ourselves to be perfect, then that's when we start delaying ourselves. Because there is a quote that really stuck with me, that perfection is the opposite or is the enemy of action. In the pursuit of perfection, we do not try to do actions because we need it to be perfect. I want to use this pen so badly, but I do not want to lose this cap. I do not want to use its ink. I do not want to scribble over paper. And that is just bad mindset, because this is a good pen. I'm going to use it to its fullest potential. So stop with perfection. Stop it. If you truly want to change, you will and you can change if you have it in your brain. It may take a month, it may take a year, it may take a lot of time, but you will get there. It's all about consistency. And by realizing how much privileged you are to just have those basic things of having a book, having a pen, and having alarm to wake up in the morning. You have so much privilege, so why not utilize it? Utilize it, guys. You are the only one who is stopping yourself. Make your garden sprinkly with water every single day. Work out, sweat so you can water your garden. Do yourself a good favor and listen to affirmation. Say to yourself, I am beautiful, I am divine, I am studious. When you believe it in yourself, if you believe it yourself, you do not need anybody to come in and say to you, God, you're beautiful. And that's when you feel the validation. No, give yourself the own validation. You don't need other people to come to you and tell you things. Now, हा सगळा माजरा कुठून सुरू झाला तर एक्झाम पासून सुरू झाला. Exams. Exams are so hard for me and yet so easy. The only part hard about it is not believing in myself and having low self-confidence, that people around me are constantly going ahead of me when they're just below me or near me and with me. Realizing that my competition is within myself, and it is my attitude, it is my focus and discipline that is tested in an exam, not my knowledge. My energy to feel that even if I get low scores and other gets higher than me and others are being praised for it, I should be happy for them because they have put in that much effort, and I would love if somebody was happy for me because I put in much effort. That is what exam is. And I constantly forget this. By scrolling on one reel, it reminded me all over again that exams are not about competitions. Exams are seriously about your viewpoint about life. It is viewpoint about how you do things every single day. Exam is just a revision of whatever you have learned in the past 3 months. It isn't your syllabus, it is you that we are checked. My father once told me, हिमालयाला जाणारा माणूस कळसूबाईला घाबरत नाही. पण कळसूबाई आपण चढलोच नाही तर आपण हिमालयाला कधी जाणार? हे कळसूबाई आहे. कळसूबाईला जाण्यासाठी जो माइंडसेट लागतो ना, तो तुमच्या त्या 10%चा थोडा थोडा आपण पायऱ्या चढतोय. Try striving for 10%. People that are top अंबानीच्या लेवलचे लोक, दे आर 10% यार. अंबानीच्या वरचे लोक आर 10%. The people who believe in themselves, the people who do not care what society thinks, and they don't need validation. Those are the type of people that are the 10%. And the 90%, mid people. Mid. Start by having 10% mindset. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Let's hold each other accountable for every type of success we do. This is Mind Mender signing out. Toodles.